And so, in a perfect world, that would be my, Rambo prequel. One of the reasons why it's so short is because for a long time, in the later years, trying to get this written, especially after seeing that Rambo 4 was a 90-minute feature, when the movie hit cinema, or just over 90 minutes, or just under 90 minutes. I'm not sure, but it's around that mark. So I would love to see if, they are making one last Rambo movie, Rambo Goes On and Bang. I want to see a big Rambo movie. I want to see a 2-hour, 3-hour movie. But that's just me, because I love the character so much, so I want to see as much as I can when I see movies. And I find that lets me down a lot nowadays when I see a movie, that we don't get the big scale and grandeur that we used to as far as quality. And it's, a point in seeing the characters that we love get the screen time they deserve, and more importantly, you get to see them grow as character. One of the big letdowns, I'm sad to say, for me was like Die Hard. Like the last 2 Die Hard movies just don't feel like Die Hard to me. It just doesn't feel like John McClane's in that movie. Like in the 4th one, he has that that thing with the car into the helicopter, and you're just that's like the only part in that movie that felt like Die Hard to me. Because he was like talking to himself, like, "Oh yeah, you gonna throw cars at me, motherfucker," and then all that shit, right? Even the yippee ki at the end didn't get me, and the last movie, apart from him maybe punching out that guy in the street when he carjacks him, it just did not feel like Die Hard. But getting back to it, so in a perfect world, I would love to see like a 3-hour Rambo 5. Something that could take the place of a supporting second trilogy, Rambo, First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, and then Rambo 2008. I would love to see a 5th Rambo movie that was almost the size of two Rambo movies long. That would just be fantastic, and you could really score with some awesome action in there, and at the same time some awesome character development, and really form a primordial soup of great caliber filmmaking, I believe. So in a sense, that whole 69-minute dream sequence was my opening sequence to Rambo 5 in a way. Then just like in Rambo 4, at the end of the dream, he would wake up, walk into the bathroom, look into the mirror, the POV shot cuts to the third person view with the back Rambo's head and what you see in the mirror. Then it pans around to the mirror looking at Rambo, and you see all his scars and everything. Bam, title of movie, Rambo 5, The Ghosts of War. Because essentially what I want to do is, for this big dragged out 5th installment, is to write something where Rambo's a little more traumatized, and because he's older, maybe some elements of, I won't say schizophrenia or mental illness, but some forms of the shell shock he's come under. He can't really express himself like he could maybe in Burma, because you gotta be by the book here, it's like civilization. I just wanted to make Rambo into a big fusion bomb where at one point it's going to go off. But this time when it goes off, I want there to be equalized action. Like imagine the scene at the end of Rambo 4, but for 15 minutes rather than 5 at a time. The action, as much action as I can pack into it, as much story, as much everything. So, years and years I've just been putting this thing together. I think I'm going to write it now. I think I'm actually going to sit down. I'm working on one script right now that the great Wild Man Beyond has asked me to be a part of. So I'm consulting a treatment for him. After that, I think I'm actually going to write this. It's about 201 minutes, I would think, for a film. it's roughly, if I had to guess what it would be in movie form, I think it's about 300 and no, sorry, not 300. 3 hours and 21 minutes. And even that is symbolic of the 3-2-1. 3-2-1, bam, this is Rambo. It deals with a lot of conspiracy theory stuff. I took everything that I had from my fourth fan script, and I quadrupled it here. So it's very, very conspiracy theory written, because I would love to see Rambo go up against the Illuminati, I would love to see Rambo take on the biggest form of urban myth evil that I think could possibly be out there today. Because if that stuff is true, then they control everything, right? But the theories really, really go up and beyond in this. And I just thought, you know what? Maybe if I have one good story to write, it's this one. Maybe I'm so in love with this character that maybe I could write this the right way. So I'm going to try to do that for all you guys. And give it to all of you guys for free when it comes out. And, I'll probably give away, plot details, and, maybe I'll do a couple of specials, or maybe I'll have Wild Man Beyond on and we'll talk about it, because he has really amazing ideas when it comes down to this stuff. So, but yeah, expect it. I guess right now, just because prequel month is in order, and we got so much prequel month stuff, and, we had to back it up maybe a week or two, so we just got like tons of stuff to cover. We got to get back into our cult phenom section of season 2. So these two topics are really just stuff we can come back to when we have a better time to make better episodes on them. So yeah, that about does it for now. If anybody has any questions or concerns, or wants to talk on Skype about it or whatever, let me know. I'll get back to you and we'll do something. Or if anyone has a Rambo fan script of their own that they want to bring on, I'm all for it, man. Just leave me a comment or a message or a line somewhere, and like I said before, it's by the people for the people. This is just as much your show as it is mine. And I thank you all so very much for watching. And that Rambomania would just not be the same without any of you. I'll give you guys full quotes and full spoilers from the script as it unfolds. It's pretty much all nailed down in my head and in many different notebooks. But yeah. A couple of things I would have done differently, or maybe I would put the prequel as its own movie, and Rambo 5: The Ghosts of War, or aka Rambo versus The Ghosts of War, as its own standalone movie. And maybe I would change up the intro so that the 69 minutes of the prequel flash by in 69 seconds, and then bam, right into the next one, right into Rambo 5. And for sure I would probably do something different with Rambo's head wound. I'd probably have him sew it together first and then the bandana. Just small differences, but the main undertones and the main villains would be there. There would actually be even more villains and more characters, and older characters from the trilogy that would make comebacks and cameos. And it would definitely be, it's definitely going to be something for a Rambo fan, written as a love letter for a Rambo fan. Yeah, what more can I say? It's just a really, really, really interesting piece. I got 3 different endings for it, actually, because there's so many different ways it can play out. So when I do finish it, it will come with 3 endings. You can pick the one that you like best. So coming up next, episode 100. I did not think we'd make it this far, but we did. Why? Because you guys are the best. You guys at home, you guys are the best. and we only have the best for you. We're going to bring out the best indeed. Episode 100 is going to be great, and we're bringing on Wildman Beyond in his RAMBOMANIA debut. So everybody, you know what? Have a great day. I'm sorry the episodes are going to be late. I'm just warning you in advance. But you know what? Tomorrow we got some great Wildman Beyond. So, love you. And it's funny that I'm just realizing now, as I'm getting ready to close up the microphone here, that it is episode 100. It is episode 100 because this video is 2 videos long. So, surprise. Surprise. Not the way I wanted to go into it, but, you know, I guess we'll save the ceremony for afterward, because there is a funny story about this Wildman Beyond debut video. That will even give you some more insight into why just exactly prequel month is has been delayed due to internet and the failings of a Canuck. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me introduce to you, coming up next, Wildman Beyond, everyone's favorite cyber extraterrestrial. Yes, bigger than E.T., and he's going to be here next. So, you know, happy episode 100. Thank you, everybody, for everything and for making this happen. And next is episode 101, when we're going to be going one-on-one with Wildman Beyond. So, have a great day. Keep the peace. Love each other. And, you know, milestone, episode 100. Woo!